Good morning, everyone. Welcome. Donna Gray here, your Stampin' Up demonstrator from Australia. How are you all? I decided to jump on and do a little bit of crafting this morning. So I was in my craft room. I'm about to design my monthly Stamps Club cards, and it is going to be the wrapped bouquet bundle. So I decided that I would have a little bit of a play with you all first and create a card first and get my inspiration flowing, get ready to design my cards for my Stamps Club. So if you don't know what my Stamps Club is, I'm a Stampin' Up demonstrator from the Northern Rivers area in New South Wales, Australia. And if you live in Australia, you can purchase my monthly Stamps Club. You can join my Stamps Club. It's $45 per month, and you get the stamp set, you get a card kit to make 6 cards. I do 3 designs, and you get a video tutorial, and you get to be a part of a Facebook group where I upload all of the video tutorials. Once you become a member of my Stamps Club, you get access to all of the other Stamps Club videos that I have done throughout the time that I've been doing Stamps Club. So there is loads of videos in the Facebook group, and so you may have many bundles that you would be able to create along with the videos in that Stamps Club group. So if you were thinking about joining my Stamps Club, the link is in the description of this video, and I am about to design it, and I'm about to prep the kits next week. So if you decided that you wanted to get in on the wrapped bouquet, if I absolutely make you fall in love with this bundle today and you want to join, by all means, click on the link to join my Stamps Club, fill in the registration form, and you will be added to the list, and I will send you details of how to pay for your Stamps Club, and I will get things underway for you. So let's get to crafting. So one of the things I just wanted to remind you about too is I have my global creative project tutorial bundle. We have the Sand and Sea bundle that's available at the moment. You get 12 PDF tutorials and 12 videos to get you inspired to craft with your Sand and Sea bundle. It is absolutely a gorgeous tutorial bundle, and it is Stampin' Up top demonstrators from all over the world, from the US, the UK, Canada, Australia. There are some very talented people in this tutorial bundle. You can purchase 1 month on its own. You can purchase a full 6 months subscription, and you get 1 month for free when you purchase the 6 month subscription. So you save the cost of 1 month, or you can buy them each month at $22 per month. So it's totally up to you. So the Sand and Sea Suite tutorial is out at the moment, so it's for the month of March. Now, if you're a customer of mine and you place an order of over $100, you will receive the tutorial bundle for free. Also, if you're a team member of mine, you will see the tutorial bundles every month for free. So if you want to get those tutorials and you want to get them for free, and you want to get your crafting products at a discount, I suggest you join my Wild Heart Crafters team. So you can purchase the starter kit for $169, and you will get access to the tutorial bundles, access to my monthly Stamps Club videos. You will get a monthly craft session via Zoom that we do in our team meeting. We have so much fun in our team. So if you've been sitting on the fence and you've been thinking about getting a discount on your crafting products, then by all means reach out to me and ask me about joining my Wild Heart Crafters team, because I would be happy to answer any questions. Hey Rose, how you going? Good morning, Kay and Jill and Sylvia, Christine, Matthew and Cindy. Welcome everybody. So feel free to share this video back onto your social media sites, so back onto your Facebook profile, so that other friends of yours may be able to craft along with us. And if you absolutely love what I'm doing, please hit that like button or the heart button and show me some love, because Facebook love that. All right, so let's get to crafting with this bundle. So it's the wrapped bouquet bundle. That's what's going to be my Stamps Club for the month. And it has beautiful stamps, and it also has some beautiful dies that go with it as well. So I decided to just jump on. I'm winging it. I decided to just jump on because this is what I do when I have something that I've got a design for. I just get it out and I start playing with it. And then you'll find that once you make one card with it, you'll find that you'll end up going on and making more cards. Good morning, Kim. Morning, Lynn. You dropped in to say hi. Thank you. I know you've been busy. We've all been busy, haven't we, Rose? It's been a bit of a hectic time. All right, so I decided that I would use some of the In Good Taste timber paper with this because I thought it would, designer series paper, I thought it would be really an awesome natural looking background to have. I've also got a piece of our Sahara sand and I'm going to fold that in half. Now my Sahara sand is cut at 5 3/4 inches this way by 8 inches when it's folded out. 8 inches folded in half will then give me a card front size of 4 inches by 5 3/4 inches. Now, I'm actually going to save what I'm going to do as the layer underneath because I've got to work out what color I'm going to color with my flowers this morning. So no worries, Rose, have a great day, or the rest of it, what's left. So I'm actually going to wait until I work out what color I'm going to color with, and then I'm going to pop my layer in behind. So first of all, I want to use this great awesome stamp that shows like newspaper print. I reckon that is absolutely brilliant. And I'm going to grab a scrap piece of paper if I can find one. There's one there with the hey chick things on. Okay. I'm just going to grab a scrap piece of paper and pop it underneath my project just to protect my work surface because I'm going to stamp a little bit of this around in the background to just take that plainness off my card base. And I think I'm just going to do it in Sahara sand, so tone on tone. All right, so I'm going to ink up that newspaper print image. Okay, and it looks like it goes sideways like that. All right, so I'm just going to randomly stamp that around on the background. And I've probably got it upside down, but that's okay. I just want it to be randomly in that background so that when I put my layers over, it doesn't look too plain and boring. All right, so I've done that just on the card base. All right, so the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my flowers and I'm going to ink those up. So I think I'm just going to do this bouquet to start off with. I'm going to ink it up with my black Memento ink. And you do know that I normally do basic grey or something because I don't normally like the black, but I've decided that I want to have black for this colouring. So I'm just going to need a piece of white, Whisper white cardstock. So bear with me while I just grab a scrap piece. Okay. So I'm just going to ink up with my black Memento ink. It stays on. Where's my Memento there? Now, with my Memento ink, I like to twist it a little bit to get it to ink up really, really nice. Oh, that one's very juicy. Hopefully that's going to stamp all right. So I'm just going to stamp that down on a scrap piece of Whisper White because we have a die that's going to be able to cut that out. And just give it a little bit of time to take hold on your paper. So I'm actually not going to do a serious amount of colouring. I just want to colour just the petals of the flower. Now, let me tell me what colour you think I should. I'm thinking Pretty Peacock or I'm thinking Blackberry Bliss. I want something quite striking. What colour do you think? Pretty Peacock? Type it into the comments. Or actually, give me the thumbs up if you want Pretty Peacock and give me the heart sign if you want Blackberry Bliss. So hit that thumbs up or hit the heart sign. So thumbs up for Pretty Peacock and heart sign for Blackberry Bliss. So I'll just grab out those colours. Blackberry Bliss is there. Okay, so I see a lot of hearts. So Blackberry Bliss, a lot of hearts. Hearts, hearts, hearts. I don't see many thumbs. So Blackberry Bliss, is that the colour that you think? Blackberry Bliss. Wow, it's an absolute major, definitely Blackberry Bliss. So that's what we're going to go for. Okay, so I've got to make sure I've got it. Dark. Oh, I've got Rich Razzleberry here. Hang on, Blackberry Bliss, get it right. Is that them? Dark Blackberry Bliss. I need the light one. That one must be the light one there. Light Blackberry Bliss. Okay. 4:10 p.m. in Arizona. And it is morning for me. I know. Jenny's put a big purple heart. Blackberry Bliss, I have to tell you, elegant eggplant we were talking at my retreat on the weekend, we were talking about the colors and the older colors that we had, and elegant eggplant used to be my favorite. And then when they brought out Blackberry Bliss, it was my favorite as well. So I was devastated when they said that elegant eggplant was going away. But when they were bringing back out the Blackberry Bliss, I was like, that's okay, because I have a color that's similar. I still think elegant eggplant was really, really nice. So I'm using my bullet tip end. And the reason that I'm using my bullet tip end, I just find it's great for precision coloring, but I also find that the brush tip end on our blends is very, very delicate. And I just find that I can color a lot better, and I can color with ease, and I don't have to worry about whether I'm going to destroy my tip end on my blends. Who else is like that? Who else would prefer to color with that bullet tip end rather than the brush tip end? I know the brush tip end is there and it's great for coloring large areas, but it tends to be very delicate and easy to damage. Hey Judith, how you going? Welcome. Thank you for joining. So as I said, please feel free to share back onto your social media sites so that other people can get into our crafting. We need more people to join us and have a chat with us this morning. I've got a lovely cup of coffee. I've got my mocha coffee over to the side here. I've made a big mug of mocha coffee because I'm having a major crafting day today. I've got so many things I've got to get done. I've got to get my project done for the Global Creative Tutorial Bundle for next month. I've actually created the project. I just need to record the video. And I've got Stamps Club cards that I need to design. And I have to schedule my email for my YouTube live video on Sunday. So I've got loads of things, and I've done my business training this morning. So I've been super, super busy. What did you all do for the weekend? Let me know what you did for the weekend. What was your schedule for the weekend? I had a 2-day craft retreat here in my home, which was absolutely awesome. I spent 2 whole days crafting with loads of my friends, which was awesome. It's so great to get together and craft. Okay, so that's done just with the light one. Hello, Donna from Georgia. Hello, welcome. All right, so I'm just going to, with the dark, I'm just going to, in the middle of those flowers, just to add a little bit of depth. So I'm just doing where the lined images are that Stampin' Up give us, just to create a little bit of shading in our flower. You've been packing to go away, Jill. Where are you off to? Off to see some family again? All right. Okay, so I'm just going to go over that now to blend that dark a bit in. And we have our gorgeous Blackberry Bliss flowers. Aren't they beautiful? Do you think I need to add a little bit of green? I feel like I need to add a little bit of green just to those. I think I'm going to use just light old olive. Is that what I've got here? Light granny apple green. Actually, we might use light granny apple green. Oh, south of Perth. Yep. Okay. This weekend you worked on St. Patrick's Day boxes for family and friends. This is Cindy, and ordered tons of new toys from the catalogs from the catalog call. It was a fun-filled weekend. It sounds awesome. All right, so I'm just going to add some light granny apple green to this greenery. Okay, and I think that's all I want to do. All right, so we have a die to cut that one out. So I'm going to grab the die. So we have a die that will cut that out, which I think is awesome. So I'm going to bring in my little mini cut and emboss and we'll cut that one out, which I have him right here. So that means now that because I've done the Blackberry Bliss, I'm going to probably pop a Blackberry Bliss layer underneath. All right, so let's get this one cut out. For the people that are overseas, was it Mother's Day on the weekend? I know people are talking about Mother's Day. It's not Mother's Day here in Australia until like the second weekend in May, but I have heard people talking about Mother's Day. So for people in the US, was it Mother's Day on the weekend? Jenny says that she's done not much but walk and sleep after a complete hip replacement. You need to craft, and probably, Jenny, it's probably hard to sit in one place after you've had a hip replacement as well. All right, so we've got that gorgeous flower. Isn't that cute? And it's wrapped in some beautiful newspaper. All right, so now there's some other dies in here that I've just looked at, and I'm like, I feel like I want to add some more things to this. So I feel like I want to add some leaves and some little sprigs of different colors here. So we've got those. We may as well use a couple of combinations. So I'm going to grab, some Blackberry Bliss because I need to do a layer for Blackberry Bliss. So I'll grab some of that. I'll cut my layer. So my layer for underneath is going to be 5 1/4 by 3 1/2 because I've decided to do to show a bit of that Sahara sand in behind. So if I do 5 1/4 by 3 1/2, that should be great for that layer there. So you can see I'm just going to get a hint of the Blackberry Bliss in behind. All right. So now that I've got some Blackberry Bliss free, I might do a couple of sprigs in the Blackberry Bliss, and I also might do some in the Granny Apple Green. All right, so I think I want to do these pieces in Blackberry Bliss. They look really awesome. And I'll grab some Granny Apple Green in a little while and we'll pop some of that through. So I'm just going to pop those dies through and cut those out. Okay, so we have the spriggy pieces. Aren't they gorgeous? Oh, be careful to get that out. Look at that. How cute is that? Okay, so we've got some nice spriggy pieces. And there's one in there that I need to pop out. And then I'll grab some Granny Apple Green. I should have some scraps over there somewhere. We'll have a look. Pop all those dies there so I don't lose them. I want to do some Granny Apple Green in this leaf as well. Let me see. Do I have some scraps? Of course I do. There we go. Look at that. How does everyone store their scraps? Do you store your scraps in with your cardstock, or do you have a separate thing to? I get asked that question many, many times. How do you store your scraps? I actually keep my cardstock in the plastic packet that it comes in when you buy the cardstock, and I put all my scraps in the open packet. Okay, Mother's Day in the UK, you think? Okay. Lynn's actually playing with she played with the sand and sea, and she'll show me tomorrow because Lynn's on my team. Mother's Day in the US is May 9th of this year. That's the same as us. Our time sprang forward last night by an hour. Okay, so yeah, different timing. We still have daylight savings here that we're still at. I'll be glad when it finishes, but our daylight savings I don't think finishes until beginning of April, I think. So next month we've got about another month. Okay, so we've got a few more leaves there. I think that will probably be enough. So we've got 4 leaves and a couple of sprigs. I think that's pretty good. All right, let's take that mini cut and emboss out of the way. Hey, Terry Sue, how are you going? You're having a whole morning of me, Terry Sue. And Elizabeth. Elizabeth's here too. All right, we've just been in business training and had a bit of a chat. Okay, so now I want to have, I think I want some of my gorgeous twine. Got some pieces here. I'm thinking whether I can use these scrap pieces. I had to cut some pieces for something and I've got lots and lots of scraps. So I might see if I can incorporate that into my card somehow. All right, so I'm going to glue that on with my liquid glue. I thought you might have been sick of my voice by now, Terry. All right, so we're just going to glue that onto our Blackberry Bliss layer and pop it down. Don't you just love this In Good Taste paper? It is stunning. This timber look is just stunning, I think. All right, so do we want to use some twine, some linen thread, or do we want to use, where is it? This gorgeous ribbon. Okay, everybody vote. Do we use Blackberry Bliss ribbon? So give me the thumbs up for linen thread, or give me some hearts for the Blackberry Bliss ribbon. Which one are we going to use? I'm going to arrange this on the front. It's really cute. So hearts for Blackberry Bliss ribbon. Give me some hearts, or linen thread. Here we go. Hearts again. Matthew, that's you all the time, giving me many, many hearts. Hearts, or hearts for Blackberry Bliss ribbon, or thumbs up for linen thread. Oh, I've got some angry faces and lots of things there. Hello, Gloria. How are you? Daylight saving ends 4th of April, so in about 2 weeks left. Yes, Gloria, I can't wait. Absolutely can't wait. Okay, so it looks like it's going to be the Blackberry Bliss ribbon. Okay, yeah, it sure is you, Matthew. I know. You're having a great time there, aren't you? All right, so I'm going to grab my Seal Plus for my Blackberry Bliss ribbon. I'm just going to pop 2 bits of Seal Plus there. Now, this Blackberry Bliss ribbon is absolutely stunning. It is called Striped Blackberry Bliss ribbon, striped ribbon. So I'm just going to pop that around like that. Okay. And then I'm going to pop that up, I think, on dimensionals. Do I have dimensionals here? Lord knows. You would think I would have pages of dimensionals somewhere, wouldn't you? Did a bit of crafting yesterday. Oh, there they are. Okay, so I'm going to pop that up onto the front of my card. My dimensionals. I have one of these faulty packs of dimensionals that they but I'm determined to use them. I'm determined not to waste them. It's like they've cut the shapes of the dimensionals a little bit too far through, and it comes apart as you're trying to get them off, like that one. Oh, there we go. But I'm determined to use them because we can't waste any dimensionals. There, and another one just there. Okay, so we'll take those backings off. So I always like to add a bit of dimension to my cards. I feel like it really, really gives that wow factor to your cards rather than just having layers flush down onto your card base. And I mean, here in Australia, they're not too bad as far as the postage is concerned. I can still get away with doing this with just a regular postage size. All right, so now we've got our gorgeous flower. Isn't this just stunning? I love this set. So as I said, this is my Stamps Club for the month. So if you're interested in purchasing the Stamps Club, then by all means, check out that link. So I'm just going to pop some of these around in behind just to drum that up a little bit more. Pop one in there. That looks cute. Okay. Having trouble with my leaves this morning. There. I've got that gorgeous sprig. So I'm just doing a little bit of a dry run just to see what it looks like. And this sprig can go over in here. Stunning. And this one just in here. Oh, lovely. All right, so we need a couple of other leaves, maybe one up through there and maybe one just up through there. How's that looking? What do you think? A cute little bouquet of flowers. All right, so what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to pop up the actual stamped image and then I'll pop all the other pieces in underneath. That one there, I'm actually going to pop a dimensional on the back so that one will stay put where it is. So like that. So is this a stamp set that you may have bypassed and not seen in the catalogue? Is it something that you've missed and didn't realise? I looked at it and I was, it was definitely on my wish list. Okay. So I'm just going to take all those backings off and pop that on the front. I feel like I want to do it a little bit off to the side, like that. Okay, so now I'm going to grab some glue dots and pop some glue dots on my little sprigs. Now, once again, these are very, very fine, intricate die cuts. So when you're using your glue dots, use your take your pick tool to be able to place them in there. Like that. We've got a leaf. These leaves are awesome because you can more or less point them whatever direction you need them to go in. So like that. That one there's been glued in with our glue, with our dimensional, so that's okay. This one here. Pop him in down there. That one's been glued in. This one needs one. So pop him down in under there. Okay, so we'll pop our leaf in first because we want our Blackberry Bliss one to go over the top. So we'll pop that one in. And once again with the Blackberry Bliss, it's a really, really fine, intricate, and it's actually stuck to my finger, so I have to be careful there. Use your take your pick tool, get it on the end of your take your pick tool, and you can pop it in where you need to. That's looking pretty nice. What do you think? You loved it straight away, but you would like some inspiration, Sue. Maybe you need to join my Stamps Club, Sue. Just saying. Although, Sue, are you from Australia? Yes, it is a metal watch band and it's got a magnet in it, and I got it off eBay. Yeah, metal, and it bends with your arm. And it's got a magnet on it, so it just you pop it in and put it on. Just off eBay. All right, so we've got that. Now we've got to pop a sentiment on. What have we got? Happy Mother's Day. Love you bunches. Thanks, friend, for you. Well, we have to do Happy Mother's Day because Mother's Day is coming up. So we may as well do a Happy Mother's Day. So I'm going to grab that. I'm going to grab a scrap of that Whisper White that I had. I'm going to mount that up onto a little block. I think I'm going to use my Blackberry Bliss ink. Yeah, I thought you were, Sue. I don't know why I was thinking that, but yeah, you maybe want to join my Stamps Club. I have lots of demos that join my Stamps Club. Okay, Happy Mother's Day in Blackberry Bliss. And then I'm going to pop that out with one of my little circle punches. Oh, sorry, bear with me. That's probably out in my room. You go, Madam, no, that's too big. I need the small one. Just bear with me while I just go and grab my circle punch from out in my craft studio. There it is, right there. So this is my 1.5 inch punch. Okay. So we have Happy Mother's Day there. So I've got 1.5 inch. Now, I don't think we have these punches available anymore, but I love them. But you could use your layering circles, would probably give you the same effect. And I'm going to use a 1 3/4 inch punch. So I'm going to be able to mount those up and get a Happy Mother's Day there. All right, so I'll pop those up with dimensionals as well. I'm seriously thinking about getting an Apple Watch. I feel like I want an Apple Watch. I've looked at everybody that has Apple Watches and I feel like I want one. Who that's watching has an Apple Watch? Do you love it? I can guarantee that nearly everybody I know that has an Apple Watch, they all love their Apple Watch. Okay, so we're going to pop that onto our circle. So just like that. And I feel like I want to pop it there and then put a bow over here. So I'm actually going to pop some dimensionals just on that bottom part to pop up that and make it even with my flower. Okay, so I'm just going to pop that there and pop my sentiment on there. So just like that. All right. And then I'm going to do a gorgeous flower. Sorry, bow. I don't know why I said flower. Do I need or just want? Well, I mean, you can see I've got a Fitbit watch. Do I need a watch, Lynn? Probably not. I just like the idea of them. Michelle, you'll be joining Stamps Club this week. You're making Granny's Mother's Day cards for their second Mother's Day gift. Oh, okay. Sounds wonderful. Well, feel free, Michelle, to join. The link is up in the description here in the video, or it's in all of my YouTube videos. In the Show More box, you will always find the link to my Stamps Club there. All right, so I'm going to pop my ribbon on there. I think that's looking, or do I want to? Yeah, no, I want to pop my ribbon up there. All right, so I'm just going to grab a piece, some of my Seal Plus to pop my ribbon in. It's my go-to for sticking my bows on. Okay, so we've got that. We need a bit of bling. And of course, I'm going to use some of our champagne rhinestones. We've had the champagne rhinestones around for a long time, but I just think it will just look really, really cute with this project today. So I'm just going to pop some rhinestones around because we all need a bit of bling. We can't have a card without bling. I don't know what happened to that rhinestone. I lost it. There it is. Maybe it didn't come with me. So I just like to do it in triangles. Okay, so we need to do an insert for this card as well. We can't have a naked inside of our card. So just bear with me and I will cut an insert for the card. So 5.5. So my insert I always cut at 5.5 by 3 3/4, and it fits really nicely inside my card. So 5.5 by 3 3/4, and you'll see there it will fit really nicely in there. So I'm just going to grab my scrap piece of paper again, and I'm going to stamp. I think I'm going to stamp this bouquet of flowers because we need to see all the stamps work, don't we? So let's just stamp that bouquet of flowers. I'll grab a block. And I think I want to do, so we've got Happy Mother's Day. It says love you bunches. So I think I want to do just a really nice, soft Sahara sand flower image. And I'm going to stamp off. I'm going to stamp the sentiment first. So I'm going to stamp love you bunches. And I'll do that one in my Blackberry Bliss as well. So a nice deep colour. Yeah, I thought so too, Lynn. Lynn's saying that they have some cool features with regards to health alerts. I think that's, yeah, I don't know. I just feel like I want one. Maybe just because I want one. I don't know. I've had a lot of people that say that they love their watch, their Apple Watch. Okay, so I'm just going to stamp off. So I'm stamping off because I want to get just a light image of that over the top of that sentiment. So you can see there that we've just got a cute little, just a real hint of that bouquet of flowers. Probably a bit hard to see with the light here, but it just gives a really nice look to your card. So I'll pop that to the insert of my card. And I don't know about you, but I think we all need a little bit of wink of Stella, don't we, for our card? So let me see if I can find some wink of Stella here in my room. There's one. Hopefully there's some in it. All right, so I'm going to add some wink of Stella to my gorgeous flowers. So we get a bit of glitter happening there. And then I'm just going to use my scrap piece of paper to make sure I've got no colour. I'm then going to pop some wink just up through those gorgeous leaves. Now, I don't know whether you can see that in the video, but it just adds some gorgeous, look at that glitter. Isn't that stunning? Beautiful shimmer and shine. Who doesn't love wink of Stella? All right, so what do you think about the card? I can see a lot of hearts there. Thank you very much. So that was a little bit of a play just with our awesome wrapped bouquet bundle. So as I said, if you're interested in joining my stamps club, it gets delivered to your door. If you live here in Australia, it gets delivered to your door. I'm about to cut the kits Wednesday this week. So if you're interested in joining, by all means, click on that link, fill in the subscription, and you will get sent an automated email that will tell you the bank details and do a direct deposit. I will order your products. I'll order your stamp set and get it sent to you. If you choose to do the bundle, if you want to not just get the stamp set, you don't want to do the basic level, you want to get the stamp set, if you just do $95 for the deposit, and you will actually be able to get the stamp set, the dies, the card kit, and the video tutorial if you actually do a direct deposit there into my account. So if you're interested in Stamps Club, it's great to get those inspiration, get that creative juices flowing when you have a bundle. And if you already own the bundle, it's really awesome. You get 3 different designs and the card kit to actually make those 3 designs. So thank you everyone for spending a little bit of time with me here today. If you're watching the replay, thank you and welcome for joining. And make sure you share back onto your social media sites so that other people can get to have some fun crafting time looking at this gorgeous, beautiful wrapped bouquet bundle. So I hope you all have a wonderful day, and until next time, happy crafting. Bye for now.